Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope for May 2017, and this is for Monday, the 1st of May, until Saturday, the 6th of May, and it's for you coming from Taurus. Now, the 1st of May doesn't start very well for you. It's not punishing, but it can tend to make you feel aloof or arrogant or not cooperative. So don't allow that to happen since you have heard that from me. Be the opposite, be supportive, be friendly. Be a person who is willing to cooperate with others, and you will do much better. Okay, you are listening to thunder. It's going to storm here in a little while, but we'll go ahead. So watch out for the morning afternoon sessions. I don't like these planets to make you feel very arrogant. Now this problem can be at work. So you may be feeling you don't want to obey orders or respect your superiors at work, or even not to work with your colleagues at work. Or in your marriage or romance life, you'll find that you are being insulted very easily and oversensitive. So control all these things, and you'll find that the morning afternoon session can proceed better. The evening and nightfall session is very good for you. Now you can find solutions where earlier you couldn't. Now you find others are very helpful to you. Now you find that people want to support you. So socialize, mix business and pleasure. Invite your business people if you are in business. Go out with your colleagues, go out with your bosses, go out with your marriage or romance partner. It's going to be a wonderful time where discussions about holidays and travel are also there, and they are all positive. Tuesday, the 2nd of May, is a very lucky day to start with. Morning, afternoon sessions, you get plenty of good news. You're going to do very well in your area of career or in business. Plenty of support for you in everything. So project your ideas, project yourself. Looking for love, looking for romance, wanting to enhance your marriage, wanting the marriage partner to understand you. This is the morning and afternoon session where you must go all out and you must try and communicate. You will get your point across very nicely. I don't like the evening and nightfall session. These planets of the evening and nightfall session don't just appear in the evening and nightfall. They are there in the morning afternoon. But in the morning afternoon, their continuity is less. So they disturb you a little bit now and then they leave you. But their continuity is very strong in the evening and nightfall session. So I worry about disappointments. I worry that you are going to be let down very badly. And I worry that disappointment awaits you in the evening and nightfall period. And most of all, my fear is that depression can even enter you. So if your date is postponed, if your meetings are postponed, if bad news comes in whatever form, don't be depressed. Tell yourself, I'll wait for the next day, and the change of planets in the next day would be more helpful, and just ride with it. I would rather you don't socialize, because you are going to meet somebody from your past, or you're going to meet somebody that you don't like or who doesn't like you, and the evening is going to become very spoiled. So might as well go back to the safety of your own home. Wednesday, the 3rd of May. Well, it's not against you, this couple of planets who come in the morning and afternoon session, but they do make you very stubborn, and they do make you very dominating, and they do make you very strict, and they do make you a person who wants others to do as you want. Well, don't do all these things. Tell yourself, I will be the opposite. I will be supportive, I will be pleasant, I will be kind, I will smile a lot, I will offer help to people. This way you will really surprise your planets, and they won't know what to do with you, and they'll leave you alone. And that's how you take command of your horoscope. Okay? During the evening and nightfall session, the situation gets worse. Now, these evening and nightfall planets don't suddenly appear in the evening nightfall. They are there during the morning and afternoon session as well. Excuse me a bit, I've got a sinus issue this morning. Now, these planets are there in the morning, afternoon, but they are not strong in the morning, afternoon session. What do? Even in the morning, afternoon session, they make you show your bad temper, use words which are not good. They make you a person who is non-cooperative, who can even turn violent with violent ideas. And so you have to be careful that you cannot afford to show these things. During the nightfall and the evening and the nightfall, these negative planets become very bad and very strong. And so they really can bring accidents. They can bring verbal accidents as the words you use go against you. They can produce plenty of conflict, plenty of provocation coming from you. So don't allow these things to happen. I'd rather you don't socialize, and I'd rather you just go home and be in the safety of your home. Thursday the 4th starts really very poorly. And so Thursday the 4th can bring accidents. It can bring conflict with people. It can bring you to be very rebellious. It can make you a person who won't follow rules and regulations and therefore not obedient. Well, you heard this from me, so don't allow that to happen. Take control over yourself and say, no, I will not allow that to happen. I will be obedient. I will follow rules and regulations. I'm not going to be rebellious. And that way you've taken charge of the morning and afternoon session. And problems can be very much lessened. The evening and nightfall session tends to make you arrogant or aloof or egoistic, oversensitive to what people say, be very choosy of company. Well, that's fine. So if you don't want to be with people you don't like, nothing wrong with that. Because you will be easily insulted, you will feel very overly sensitive to whatever is being said or done to you. So if you don't need the company, don't socialize, go back home, go back to the safety of your home. But if you must socialize, you have to tell yourself you cannot afford to be aloof or arrogant, or you're going to waste your time there. Let's go to Friday the 5th. Friday the 5th does bring stress as well. It brings a situation which makes you very argumentative, a person who is under stress and anxiety levels. So could be that your responsibilities are a lot, and therefore you are being put under the pressure. So a timetable is very important for you. And if you can have your timetable, you'll lower your stress by knowing exactly what is important to do and focusing on that. The evening and nightfall sessions become very, very good. Well, it's all about timing, you know. So the evening and nightfall sessions produce plenty of support. They produce the solutions where earlier you couldn't find. They produce support from people, from situations, and good news comes your way. So if you're working late, then solutions are going to be found where earlier they couldn't. Okay? Plenty of good socializing will produce plenty of good contacts. So mix business and pleasure. Be out with your colleagues. Be out with people who can help you look for a new job if you want. Be out with people who are business connected. It ends very well for you. Saturday the 6th starts very well. You are very lucky. Everything you want to do in the morning, afternoon and early evening period goes your way. So plan outings with your marriage and family people, plan it with your romance partner, go out with your colleagues, talk to your bosses, go out with business people. It goes very well for you. But the evening and nightfall session, planets make you very dominating, very stubborn, and most of all a person who is very strict and immovable. So what you believe in, you will want to put your foot down and stand for it. No, you must be flexible during the evening and nightfall period. Be kind, be receptive of ideas, don't be too pushy. And that way you can improve your evening and nightfall sessions. So Saturday the 6th starts very well, but doesn't end too well in the sense that it makes you overly particular about things, and therefore very fussy and dominating. Well, I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session, which will be based on your full date of birth and time of birth, and looking at your palms and also using Kabbalistic tarot cards. I look forward to that. Go to Facebook, look me up, communicate with me, let's make a date. Until then, thank you and goodbye.